Newcastle is very special to you for many, many reasons, and one of those is football, the Newcastle Knights. Tell me about your time playing with Newcastle.
Yes, I was a Knights junior, moved to Newcastle when I was 16. Loved it ever since, loved the sport, loved the town, loved the club. You know, most of the people who've played for this club will tell you there's no feeling like it when you run out and you hear that Newcastle chant go around. It's pretty special, and yeah, they've got a huge place in my heart.
Dureau for Mullen. Double pump, Taya back inside. Dureau scores for the Knights. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful try.
You were just telling us some great memories right here.
Yes, this is the actual room we had our wedding reception in with me and my wife. So yeah, it's a beautiful spot. Love coming in, and we spend a lot of time on the beach and around these parts. So yeah, very good memories here.
Libby is your beautiful wife. You've got 2 little girls. Tell us about your family.
Yeah, so met Lib while I was playing here at the Knights. She was a year behind me at school. I guess we fell in love, and the rest is history. We've been together now for well over 10 years, and spent 5 years overseas in France together, which was unreal. And now I've got 2 beautiful little girls. Families, I guess, they're everything for me, and they're the reason why I'm going to fight so hard through this battle.
Talking about your battle, tell us what it is.
2012 going into 2013 had some headaches and different bits and pieces, and some blurry vision, and went and had a checkup and found out that I had a brain tumour. So pretty rapidly was lucky enough to get in touch with Dr. Charlie Teo, who decided to operate ASAP. He removed it all, thankfully. You're
a fighter and you beat it. What was that like when you got the initial test back that it had gone and that you were okay?
I think I jumped up and hugged Charlie Teo in his chair. I'm not sure if people do that all the time. I just sat back and looked at Libby and my mum and dad, who were with me when Charlie had said he got it all, and you just can't help but to smile. And it's hard to explain, but you just have that feeling of accomplishment and feeling that you're ready for the next stage.
So you go from this high to November being told essentially that you've got 18 months. I know this is really hard, but how does that hit you? Yeah,
that's the worst day of my life for sure, and to sit there and have someone say you have 18 months to 2 years to live. I physically couldn't bring myself to ring Libby to tell her. Dr. Teo did that for me. He rang her and he offered to do it, and I just didn't think there was a possible way that I could do it. I don't know, for some reason you feel like you've let people down, and with your loved ones, they're going to hurt just as much as you are, so it's not easy.
What does she and those little girls mean to you?
Yeah, they're everything. They're my world. If it wasn't for them, I don't know where I'd be, to be honest. I don't think mentally, or I'd probably be able to handle it. Especially initially, Libby was so strong and supportive, and she said, we've beaten it before, we'll do it again. And I guess ever since then, I've just had those words have been in my memory, and she's right. We did beat it once, so we're going to do it again.
You get hope, and that's what you need, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So lucky enough to get in touch with a specialist. Dr. Teo actually put us in touch with for patients that have had similar to me, and when I went and saw him, he said, yeah, he can operate, and he said, we've got plenty of options. You're young and fit. There's plenty of options. There's plenty of things we can do, so let's start. Yeah, you're going to start chemo, and after your first round of chemo, hopefully it's in a good enough condition we can operate, and then we'll go from there.
How you doing? Yeah, good.
That's the way. As visible there, so definitely think that there's been early signs of things going the way we want to go, and we just got to keep pushing on. And
yeah.
What did that do for you?
Yeah, I think you go from, there's a few stages, you go from hope to then belief. So I think hope's when I've always got hope. I've always hope, I hope we're going to win every weekend, and I hope we're going to, I hope they find a cure for cancer, and I hope that I'm around when they do that. But when you have that belief and you know that there is, that is going to happen, and I remember sitting with the doctor that day, and I looked him in the eyes, and I believed him, what he said to me. So I now have belief that he's gonna do the right thing by me, and he can fix what I've got. I've got plenty more to live for.
I feel like now he's not only fighting for himself, but he's fighting to show others that you can overcome and you can fight for yourself. And sometimes now I feel like he's fighting for the community and fighting for Newcastle as well, just to show people, that's Scott. He's just a fighter.
It doesn't take long after meeting Scott to realise that apart from his family, rugby league is his entire life. He lives and breathes it. He loves it. And despite everything else that's going on, he still stays connected. In fact, he works full-time for the Newcastle Knights, coaches their under-20s, looks after their junior pathway, and also helps with the kicking in the first grade squad.
Clem, you need that speed in the centres this week, Rob.
It's been a great outlet, I guess, for me, and it's somewhere where I go and I'm busy and I have plenty of things to do, and you know, I love helping the younger players especially try and live their dreams. I was lucky enough to live mine.
First day he starts chemo, he comes into work that afternoon to coach the young kids, not to turn up and teach Kalen Ponga how to goal kick, but his young boys, you know, so that's probably a real highlight about Scotty, you know, his ability to, I suppose, accept where he is and make the most of what he's got.
You literally wouldn't know that he's going through what he's going through, and I think that's pretty admirable, and yeah, it makes you put your sort of life or what you're going through in perspective, so yeah, he's a pretty inspirational person.
Yeah, obviously a champion guy, and obviously showing his character at the moment with going through a really hard time. So yeah, anything I've had to do with Scotty is a genuine bloke who's super courageous and everyone's right behind him.
There's something truly unique about the rugby league community. When one of our owners doing it tough, everybody stands up and rallies. And in Scott's case, it's no different.
Scott Dureau.
Tell me about the Night of Nights, the Men of League Gala.
Had over 500 people, so many prizes and things donated from players and companies.
Like who?
And David Clemmer gave up an Origin jersey, and Cooper Cronk gave up a pair of boots, and you know, Steve Menzies, and you know, guys that are friends and people that are involved at other clubs and other organisations.
People you'd never met before.
Yeah, people I'd never met that had just, you know, donated prizes and donated money, and you know, I can't thank them all enough. There's no way I can. I spoke on the night to everyone and just thanked them, and I think the only way that I could thank them is by fighting as hard as I can through this battle and showing them that their support is driving me to get better, and they're driving me to win this fight.